Well, my friends, they are going to doctor or withhold the Epstein files. They're not just going to give us the files. They're desperate, and someone might be able to save Trump. That person is Attorney General Pam Bondi. It might include Kash Patel. And I hate that it was so predictable. I hate that we know these people so well that we know they've got something up their sleeves. And Pam Bondi spoke at the Department of Justice, flanked by FBI Director Kash Patel, and she gives away the game. First red flag, she's a little cagey. She's just, not exactly forthcoming with information. And she refuses to answer multiple questions about what are the next steps for releasing the files. Exactly. Remember, the DOJ has 30 days to do it. They might do it quickly. They might not. Trump doesn't even need this process. Trump could just say, give me the files. I'm releasing the files. What are they going to do? Well, Pam Bondi is being a little bit cagey.
On the Epstein files, does the new investigation by the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney prevent the department from releasing all of the remaining files?
So we have released over 33,000 Epstein documents to the Hill, and we'll continue to follow the law and to have maximum transparency. Also, we will always...
They're going to continue maximum transparency? There hasn't been any transparency that they started.
Encourage all victims to come forward.
What are the next steps, Madam Attorney General, for the DOJ regarding what we assume President Trump will sign into law with the Epstein files? Is this going to be on the Justice Department website? What are you doing here over the next 30 days, as we understand it?
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
Glitch.
Yeah. When you say follow the law, Madam Attorney General, do you mean that you will provide all the files by 30 days?
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law.
All right. You get it. They're going to follow the law, which they haven't been doing, and they're going to continue maximum transparency, which they haven't been providing. So now we're like, okay, now from a 1 to 10, my concern level has risen to a 3. This is if it were at 0 at the beginning of this press conference, which of course it wasn't, but theoretically based on what she says. Cool. Next question to Pam Bondi. The prior releases said no additional investigation is warranted. This is a great question to ask now because we are suspecting they will say, oh, there are ongoing investigations, so we can't release the files. She already told us previously, no more arrests are coming. The whole thing is closed. She's asked what changed, and she says, well, we have new information. That's a new claim.
General, the DOJ statement earlier this year saying that the files would not release mentioned the fact that the review of the documents and the evidence did not suggest that any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information new information, additional information, and again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward, and we will continue to provide maximum transparency under the law.
So now my concern is at a 6. It's gone from 0 to 3 to 6. We were previously told this is done. The investigation is done. There will be no more indictments. There will be no more prosecutions. We've got all the files. We've reviewed everything. It's done. We now got, thanks to the Oversight Committee, some additional emails. We got them. This is all part of what the DOJ has had for a long time. It's not new information for them. All of a sudden now, Pam Bondi says, well, releasing the files, I don't know about that because we got new information now. And now investigations are ongoing. But wait a second, you didn't get anything new. New stuff was made public. It was new to us, but not to you. That doesn't really make sense. And then we blow the lid off of it. And this is the key line. She says, we now have a pending investigation. You do? What?
The issue with the new information that you just indicated, is the department seeking information perhaps from the Epstein estate because Mr. Blanche did not have that information when he interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell? What new information? And would you limit the new investigation to just those named persons that the president talked about, or is this a broad, open-ended investigation?
I would refer to the Deputy Attorney General's post that he put out on X, and we will
check out his nasty excretion on X.
We're not going to say anything else on that because now it is a pending investigation in the Southern District of New York.
And there it is. That is the key line. We now have a pending investigation in the Southern District of New York. I don't want to pat myself on the back because it was so obvious. I wasn't the only one who suspected they were going to come up with something like this. They are never going to stop coming up with ways to prevent the full and robust release of these files. Congressman Jim McGovern knows it. He posted, quote, "This is the exact excuse Trump and his cronies at the DOJ will use to justify any potential refusal to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Release all the files now. The American people will not stand for anything less than complete transparency." It was also predictable 48 hours ago. The prediction was reinforced 24 hours ago, and now they're doing it. Will we ever get the full Epstein files from this administration? I think the answer is probably not. Will the full Epstein files ultimately come out because they will be leaked, released by a future administration? That is where I would sort of be putting that's the basket I would be putting my eggs in at this point in time. Nausea is one of those things that can derail your day. Could be on a plane, could be in a car. For me, it was on a boat not that long ago. Could even be from anxiety or migraines. Our sponsor, Relief Band, makes a wearable, FDA-cleared wristband designed to help relieve and prevent nausea. With no drugs or drowsiness, it uses transdermal neuromodulation or acustimulation. It's a gentle pulse to the part of the nervous system involved in regulating nausea. There's really good published research indicating Relief Band can help with motion sickness, pregnancy-related nausea, chemo-related nausea. Some studies suggest it can reduce post-surgery nausea when used with prescribed medication. And Relief Band's new Premier Plus model adds a digital clock and smart skin sensing to preserve battery life, and it lets you adjust intensity based on how you feel. If nausea is something you deal with, it could be worth seeing if Relief Band can help. It is drug-free, non-drowsy, no side effects. If you've been waiting to try Relief Band, this is the time. Right now through the end of November, you'll get up to 30% off site-wide. It also makes an awesome holiday gift. And Relief Band is FSA and HSA eligible. So it is a great way to use those end-of-year dollars. Get up to 30% off site-wide at reliefband.com. The link is in the description.